1 second, please. One second, my brother in humanity. Yes, please.
So what I'm saying is that if I'm now going to respond to you in terms of evidences,
what evidence you have for Islam?
Can I finish my sentence? Yeah.
Yes.
So if I'm going to give you evidences, I need to know where you stand.
Why you need to know me before you answer me?
No.
That's what you say.
I said I need to know where you stand.
Well, I am I'm in between. I'm just balanced. I'm someone curious. I want.
Do you believe in God?
The faith. Don't ask me. What do I believe?
Then don't ask me. Don't ask me then. If you're going to say I can't ask you anything, don't ask me then.
I am 60 years old.
Well, it doesn't matter.
I've been studying religion all my life.
Well, that's good for you.
And my specialty is Islam.
Well, that's good for you.
Here you are.
I'll have to take your word for it.
I don't.
I'd have to take your word for it.
You can have faith.
I'd have to take your word for it.
He asking you if you are atheist, Christian.
No, it's not like that. There is no atheist. No. There is no someone atheist. Doesn't exist. Atheist of religion, of Abrahamic religion. Why? Because it's no evidence. You have faith. Yes.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Why am I somebody that you feel that you can come to and I have to be on the defensive? Okay. Why can't we have a conversation?
As someone who's curious like me and sincere and honest.
If you're sincere and honest, you don't need to defend and protect your...
I don't need to shout, but listen, because I ask you a question and you avoid. You didn't want to answer me back. I tell you what I feel and why I'm in this position. I study with sincere hearts to know about Abrahamic religion, especially Islamic religion. And as a born Muslim, I wanted to know and to be certain, is it this religion, truthful religion, is it from God? So I was honest. And I used my brain.
Okay, now
I used my brain.
Now let me respond to you.
What I find is, it was shocking that there is a faith here, but we have a black hole in the Islamic faith. We have a black hole. What it means? We have nothing between the beginning till the 9th century. Why? Nobody ever. First people start talking about Islam, Abdul Malik ibn Marwan. The first one. And he wrote Sir al-Atira, of the prophets, where the prophets Muhammad, he lived in Mecca, and he was from, his father was Abdullah, his mother was Amina. He was a kind of special man from Quraysh, noble from Banu Hisham, anyway. And he starts telling us about this guy, but the gap was 200 years. Abdul Malik ibn Hisham, he never lived in Mecca or Arabia, Saudi Arabia, called today Al-Hijaz. He was from Iraq, and he was living the time of the Abbasid what they call.
Yeah, you're just going on and on now. Yeah, I'm just going to jump in now. So we started this conversation. I asked him, he asked me, what religion are you? I then asked him, what religion are you? He said, I don't need to tell you. Now,
religion is very personal matter.
If it's such a personal matter, why is he asking me?
Are you going to make money today from this?
If religion is such a personal matter, then don't be a hypocrite. Then don't come to me and say, what's your religion? I ask you what your religion is. Oh, this is a personal matter. Yeah?
Do you preach Islam?
Then
I didn't say what.
I asked him, now the reason why it's important to understand the position of the other individual. 1 second, brother. The reason why it's important, because if he was a Christian, then I don't need to prove to him God. Yeah? If he's an atheist, then I can't now move on and start talking about Jesus, because most likely he doesn't accept Jesus, and he doesn't accept God. Yeah, so I need to ask where he's getting his morality from. So when I'm asking him, what's your position? He says, you don't need to know my position. He needs to tell me if he's following the liberal framework, if he's following the Christian framework, if he's following the Jewish framework. He needs to tell me. So once he tells me, then I can understand and we can have a civil conversation. He came, I have to be honest, he approached me nicely. I thought, he's here to listen. However, then...
To listen.
And then when he started continuing saying, no, it's a personal matter, I'm not going to tell you, you tell me this. I'm sorry, since when did Islam become, the punching board that you can come and, no, you're the ones on the stage. With all due respect, just like you're going to question my morality, I should be able to question your morality. And then when he did finally open his mouth, we realized it was the recycled arguments of Christian Prince, of Robert Spencer, the same Robert Spencer that a couple of weeks ago on the PBD podcast of Patrick Bet David, in front of the Globe, got embarrassed. This is a guy who's written 22 books. He follows the same opinion as this individual right here, who claims that the Prophet, peace be upon him, came 9th century.
My friend.
So the books of Seerah that we have, the books of Tafsir that we have, the manuscript evidence that we have, it's all a fake. And he thinks that he's going to come here and he's going to tell me recycled arguments of Robert Spencer, who's a well-known Islamophobe. And this Robert Spencer, you can search him up. Robert Spencer is somebody who has been mentioned numerous times in the manifesto of the Norwegian terrorist, frankly. What's his name?
You make his speech.
Anders Breivik. Anders Breivik. And this is an individual. I'm going to ask him now, did you believe that the Prophet existed? Did the Prophet exist when the Muslims claim he existed?
What is your background? What
do you believe the Prophet existed when we say he existed?
I study Arabic literature. What do you know?
No problem. You can study Greek for all I care. I'm asking you a question.
Are you Pakistani?
I'm asking you a question.
Okay.
What's Pakistani got to do with anything?
Let me tell you first.
I'm not here to cook you a biryani, my friend. You might like biryani. But I'm asking you a simple question. Did you believe that the Prophet, peace be upon him, passed away when the Muslims believe he passed away? Simple question.
I'm gonna have to leave.
No problem. You can run away.
You're not going to learn.
You're recycling arguments of Robert Spencer. I've now caught you, and you realize your arguments are zero. You're saying, are you Pakistani? I'm 60 years old. I have fungus on my toenail. I'm frankly not interested, mate. I'm asking you a question. You're saying history is fake.
It's fake.
What about the manuscript? What about the manuscript evidence that we have dating to the time of compilation?
You took the things just by you believe.
What about the Birmingham manuscript of the Quran that we have?
You mentioned Birmingham and you didn't mention Sana'a. You didn't mention the one in Paris. And the Quran, you have to...
I'm asking you about Birmingham. He's saying you haven't mentioned Sana'a, you haven't mentioned Yemen. Are you from Pakistan? I'm 60 years old. Stick to the point, my friend.
You jump. I asked you different question. Now you jump.
I can jump, I can skip, I can do a lot of things, Marshall. I'm versatile.
From there to here. Listen. The Quran.
Tell me about the Birmingham manuscript. You say, I'm asking about the Birmingham manuscript. He's saying, no, ask me about Sana'a manuscript. Tell me about the Birmingham manuscript.
I'm not gonna. You look.
He's saying he's a master in Islam, and he is asking me what is the Quran.
I know. I'm not. First of all, I will tell you here with the camera. I don't have the absolute truth. Nobody's got absolute truth in this life. But
can you get to the point? Tell me about the Birmingham manuscript. You said the Prophet didn't exist. I'm saying tell me about the Birmingham manuscript.
You have zero.
Okay, I have 0, I have 1, I have 2, I have 3.
Zero. You have zero. You are just propaganda saying thing, blah, blah, blah.
This is what you said. Robert Spencer argument, Christian Prince argument, Abdul Malik ibn Marwan. What about Bishop Sabius of the House of Baghdad, Tunis? What about Bishop Sabius who mentions the Prophet Muhammad? He's a 9th century Christian. He mentioned the Prophet. What about Bishop Sabius?
Who found the Masjid al-Aqsa?
Oh, we know about that. That's an old argument. I'm undercutting that. I'm talking about Bishop Sabius of the House of Baghdad, Tunis. 9th century Christian. He says the Prophet Muhammad existed.
No, I can stay here if you admit.
What about Doctrina Baptizati?
Do you admit that we have a problem about the history of Islam? Yes or no?
Of course we don't have a problem with the history of Islam. The history of Islam is more established than, I would say, even the other Abrahamic faiths.
No. You know, the problem in Islam is worse than Christianity. Worse.
Look, I'm not interested in your opinion.
So this is,
I told you
this is
Birmingham
the-
Manuscript.
this is the
You
truth.
don't know about Birmingham
This is
Manuscript.
the real truth.
I told you
Before,
Bishop
we used to take it
Sabius
for granted.
of the house of Bagur,
Last
Tunis,
century-
who's a Christian,
last century,
7th
we used to
century,
take it for
he
granted.
says the Prophet
For
Muhammad existed.
For granted, but now new science come in.
Bishop
But
Sabius, you're not interested.
We have the
What about
history
Thomas
with
the
proof.
Presbyter?
We have the scriptures.
We have the scriptures.
we have to
You're
tell
from
us-
Pakistan.
Hold on.
I'm
There
60
is a
years
big
old.
problem here.
You are
There is
zero.
A big problem. But why we turn the blind eye? Because people
Let's
hate
let him-
religion no matter what. Some people, they can't live without religion because that's what they can, you know, it gives them hope, it gives them, you know, and this. But in a moderation,
You can't live without
don't make it
religion either.
perfect. Don't make
Look,
propaganda.
you can't live without
Don't
religion,
tell
my
me
friend.
That you have the truth.
Can you live
have
without
nothing.
religion?
Huh?
Can you live without religion?
I live all my life without religion.
Okay, where do you get your morals from?
I am balanced human being.
Okay, where do you get your morals from?
Human being, humanist.
Where do
I
you
look
get
at
your
everybody equally.
Answer the question.
Where do you get your morals from?
Morals from? First of all, the morals, it started before the Abrahamic religion. If you know.
Where do you get your morals from?
Because I believe that we in the
You believe. Where do you get your morals from? Simple.
from human.
From
We create
human.
the code, yeah.
Okay, so if human tell you, if human tell you to punch your mum, are you going to punch your mum?
You're not gonna punch your mom because you're gonna feel disgusted. You're not gonna sleep with your mom because that's rubbish.
There are people that are
You're
sleeping
gonna
with their
not
parents.
hurt a dog or a cat or anyone because.
So you're saying all of us have one
That's
morality.
forward.
You
I
say
feel better if I have this woman and make her smile. I don't want anything else. I don't want. There is no. I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to have.
Okay, listen to me. No problem. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm not going to ask you a question.
The principle.
What principle?
Principle of humanity and good.
What is the principle of
The
humanity?
code, the code of life.
Where do you get the code of life from? Where's the code of life?
Morality's got nothing to do.
Where's the code of life?
In reality, if you see Islam,
I want to see the code of life.
And morality of Islam.
Where's
is
the
very
code of
low.
life? I
Very
want to
low.
see.
Very low.
Show me the
How
code
you
of life.
treat Women. How are you thinking about your?
Where's the?
time?
Look, there are kids
How you
here.
think-
Don't do this. This is no good.
What's morality? Is
Look,
that?
don't
What's
point at-
morality?
don't point at
You
that.
kiss
There's nothing there.
somebody Because he disagree with you.
Look, where's the code of
Allah Akbar.
life?
You kiss somebody because he doesn't want to be.
Where's the code of life?
It's a sick morality.
Where's the code of life?
It's a sick. You are no.
Okay, cure me then. Cure me.
I'm sorry about.
Cure me, no problem. Okay, he has no cure, my friends. He's saying I'm sick, but he has no cure.
Look. Morality is.
I thought you said I'm
something
sick.
We can't live without. We need to have.
We can't live without.
So
Where do you get your morality from?
Where do you get it? From God? From where?
I did the same thing at the start. He asked me my religion. I asked him his religion. He said, no, this is personal. Don't ask me.
All religion.
If I am wrong, if I'm sick, okay, no problem. I'm sick.
doubts about
I need your help. Help me. Tell me about morality. I don't know.
First of all, you should go to see to seek a specialist.
No, I'm seeking
To the
specialists
doctor.
right here.
Doctor.
No, you're handsome. You're a handsome guy. Help me. I need help. Tell me where to get morality from.
Huh?
Tell me where to get morality from.
Morality.
Yeah, tell me. Help me.
I tell you, anyone
Tell
know
me, help
about
me.
philosophy?
Oh, you have to read a philosophy book now to learn about morality.
So he wrote a big book called
which book?
Medina al-Fadila. I know even in Arabic.
That's a morality book, yeah?
Ideal city.
Who?
And the ancient civilization.
So I get my morality from there,
A
yeah?
long time before Judaism and this crazy religion, you know. Today,
I don't know what crazy religion you're talking about.
Who made the human rights in the world? Are they religious? No. Who made the human rights? Which is
Yeah, who made the human
for
rights?
Children.
You tell
We
me.
don't need to see children here working hard or begging or stealing. They need
Okay, who made the human rights?
the right for
Who?
women and the right for belief.
Hey,
You don't
who
have
made
any
human rights?
Why I'm
Who
sorry.
made human rights?
Move on. Today, 21st century.
You said human rights.
You dressed with what's this? You dressed like a modern, civilized, you know, about your brain.
So you're saying people that don't dress like this are not civilized. So you're not civilized.
No. Your brain.
So you're uncivilized.
Your brain.
I'm not talking about brain, we're talking about clothes.
which is very, very modern,
Look,
flexible.
my brain is modern and flexible.
Don't have a problem if I don't believe what you believe.
Look,
I
you don't have to believe anything.
need to
It seems like you don't believe
religion
anything anyway.
This stage of life, you don't need.
You told me human rights.
Yeah.
Where did they come from? Who?
Huh?
Who made the human rights?
The human rights, definitely not from Islam. Don't say
Oh,
from
okay.
Or from Elohim, definitely not from.
Okay, from who then?
Not from.
From who then? I'm
From
asking.
human, modern human.
Yeah, who?
Advanced. I tell you, who?
Yeah.
Advanced human being. Advanced.
What advance?
Advanced human being.
Which advance?
Advanced.
The human beings that can't tell the difference between a man and a woman?
People, they are very civilized.
Is this the advanced human
People,
being?
they know how to
The advanced human being that's aborting their children?
They know how to,
The advanced human beings that are sexually harassing women?
Huh?
3 out of 4 women in this country have been sexually harassed. You're telling me that's advanced?
The worst example.
Abortions taking place, you're telling me suicide is on the rise, substance abuse is on the rise, and you're telling me we're advanced?
The harassed women are Muslim countries.
You're telling me we're advanced?
Sorry.
You can be sorry, but the fact that you're telling me that we're advanced now.
I was born. I know how we.
You was born.
How they walk. How
Okay, very nice.
Always problem with her body. Oh, she's
Too much emotion. Stop the emotion. Give facts. Stop the emotion.
facts, my friend. After this discussion, I can walk and I don't hate you. I respect you from my heart. You are gonna say a fucking kafir, bastard atheist. Do you understand?
No, I will shake your hand. I will shake your hand before you go.
Good luck.
Yeah.
I'm not here to.
No problem.
Humanity.
You can come to me again, no problem.
Live humanity.
Don't
and
forget
love
about
each
medicine.
Yeah, I mean, it was made clear. The thing is, these are arguments that constantly get recycled. Yeah? Oh, Muhammad didn't exist. Okay, Muhammad did exist, but what he preached is not right. But we should follow human rights. Okay, what does human rights tell us? Okay, it tells us what you're owed, not what you should owe to other people. Human rights don't tell us to respect your mother. Human rights don't tell you to respect your neighbor. Human rights tell you what you're owed. And that's the problem that we have today. It's all about me, 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 and me. Individualism. Yeah? Individualism is the disease and the cancer of today. And that's why you'll see abuse taking place on the bus and people will be minding their own business. Yeah? However, when you go to other countries that may not be as advanced, in air quotes, you will see if something happens to a woman or a man, people will jump in and they will help them. So anytime somebody comes, if you can see this individual, he wasn't willing to speak. If you want to speak and you genuinely have questions about Islam, no problem, come forward, we will have a rational conversation. Yeah, no problem whatsoever. You can ask, yeah, because I can understand that based on the current media depiction on Muslims, you will have a negative perception of Islam. And we have places like this that you can come, you can ask questions. As long as you are genuine, you are sincere, I listen to you, you listen to me. We're not here for preacher mode, no problem. But if you're going to come and you're going to ask and put Islam in the limelight, I'm going to ask about your morality as well. I'm going to ask why you believe what you believe. I will answer, no problem, but you should also answer as well. And this individual, unfortunately and sadly, came with the same old recycled arguments, coming from emotion. But look, sometimes you have to put emotion to the side. Yeah, you have to put emotion to the side and you have to ask, is faith rational or irrational? That's the question. Because I'm here saying faith is indeed rational. You can rationally evidence Islam. Yeah? And it has more evidence and a higher grade evidence than, say, other religions. And I'm here and I can tell you why, and you can challenge these points and we can have a discussion as well.
So I'd like to challenge some of those assumptions you've made.
Go ahead, my friend. You're Christian, my friend, yeah?
Yeah, I'm Christian.
But the only thing with Christianity is it's not really my field. With Christianity, yeah. The thing with Christianity, there are other brothers, Hashim, Mansoor, they're more equipped to deal with Christianity. I'm not going to go into something that, is not my forte.
That's fine, but you should still be able to answer questions without having to
answer without knowledge.
Yes. 'Cause
The brother said you're DCCI.
I'm not DCCI.
No, you are.
No,
Shut
no.
up, stop lying.
This guy is an idiot. I'm not
lying.
DCCI.
No,
DCCI is Hatun.
The idiot is your
It
name.
was Hatun
You were with
and
them.
Godwin.
You were
And
with
anyone
them.
could go on the internet
No,
right
you was
now.
with DCCI because
just
they
type
left.
in DCCI
Because they
on
left.
YouTube and you'll see who the
Because-
members are.
because they left.
Okay,
Stop
shall we
lying.